Hello everyone, and welcome back to another video. Today's video is another topic about self, ourselves, whomst we are, and what are we going through, and what struggles we can overcome, maybe together or by ourselves, whatever the case may be. Today's video is about being better. As you can see by the top of my thing, the Word document I saved it as. So, much like my last few videos, I'm going to ad-lib here and there, but not too much because I don't want to ramble on. I'm trying to keep these videos shorter now for you folks. And, well, let's just get into it. There is a near infinite number of topics that I could talk about. And I don't know much about anything. Sorry. At most, I would say I have surface-level knowledge about a certain topic, and that's about it. Funny thing is, when I hear about it, that same topic that was previously spoken of or brought up would somehow just appear more frequently in the world around me. And I'm sure you guys have experienced this too. It's kind of trippy how, something is in your head one day and then the next, it just appears. I find that's life's way of teaching you. In a world where we can just Google or anything with our phones, tablets, and computers, life also tries to, continue to find a way to teach us something, but it's more direct, it's more immersive, it's a more in-your-face sort of way. With that in mind, it also does help solve dilemmas or struggles we've been, encountering. For example, say you have a song or a number stuck in your head, and for whatever reason, you can't seem to shake it, and it echoes in your head ad nauseum. You know what it's like when you get that one song that just goes over and over, or you can't stop thinking of the number 42, 42, 42, 42. It's like, go away. Until, bam, the lyrics in the song relates to a problem that you've just come across, or that number stuck in your head was the result of a test or the price of something that you wanted to buy, and you were like, I hope it's less than $42, or something along the lines of that. I think that it's life's funniest ways of teaching us, but also teasing us. It's like that one teacher you admired in school. Sure, they had to teach our dumb growing brains, but they were happy to do it, and they just wanted to have some fun with you. I guess that's when someone gets lost in what they love. Not really, I guess I couldn't think of a good analogy for that. But still, they were just having their fun with it. I think life is a very neutral experience. Whoa, my voice cracked. I think life is a neutral experience, and the outcome of it is how you play your cards. When something goes wrong, do you flip out like me? Yeah. Or do you just shrug it off and say, oh well, and you move on? What you put into life is what you get out. I've heard those words somewhere before, and I've heard it many times since. But man, does it hit close to home. I used to be a miserable person to be around, or to talk to, or just even to look at. That was a part of how I dealt with what was coming my way. I would get upset, I'd get sad, depressed, or confused. At times, I would just become lost, just trying to figure out what was wrong. And, being lost is kind of, a journey of itself, but hopefully you find your way. Where am I? During that time of being lost, I think that's when I was at my most vulnerable. And instead of accepting it or dealing with it, I would act callously. I shunned anyone that felt even a small fraction of what I felt to appear superior, or that I would be very defensive and I would just kind of shut down. Excuse me, just hiccup. It was like a personal hell that I was eternally recycling over and over again. There's also another thing about that. There's something called that's called, I believe I'm saying this right, rumination. It's an endless cycle of negative loops that just keeps you trapped. We can talk about that later if you want. Where am I? But things started to change when I started to change my perspective on things that happened in life and how I'm not the only one going through it. We all have our own baggage. It opened my eyes and it made me realize what a small dot I am on the larger scale of things. Now, when I get lost, I can't help but smile and eagerly await for what's going to happen next. Whether it be an opportunity that'll positively affect my life or be my inevitable downfall. You never know. You just gotta, like I said, play with the cards that dealt for you. I still have some things to sort out, like my running mouth or my short bursts of temper that kind of mess up my day. But little by little, when I'm working on it, and ever so slowly, will I get to be the better person that will come from the progress that I'm currently putting in. Essentially, I'm investing in myself, and everyone does this through a portion of their life. And it's a struggle, it's a progress, it's a process that is hell. It's hellish, it's daunting, it's grueling, it's a lot of mixed things. It's good and bad, but it's always worth it. And nearing the end is, you're probably wondering, how is this about being better? Well, remember this, I said at the very beginning, there's a near infinite topics about what we can talk about or what we could be. And the one thing we should always strive to be is, if you can take anything away from this, embrace who you are. It's just you. If you want to change it, change it. If you don't. Just change your views of the world and yourself in it. And this is where we got to be better, is just try to be a better person. That's all. And for that, I'm just going to end this here. I hope you guys had a little bit of a... Well, you know what? I'm not going to toot my own horn. I just hope you guys, got something from this. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. You have a fantastic Wednesday.